Hello boys and girls and welcome to my channel. My name's Lucas and you are watching Let's Talk Tech. Now today's little bit of content should have been a good review on the Akaso Brave 7 LE. But after my findings, should we say, it's not all pretty. Effectively this is nothing but wolf in sheep's clothing. Let me explain. Right then, now let's start off with the good things about this device, which once again is the Akaso Brave 7 LE. Now the good things about this device is the actual build quality itself. And you know what? That's where it starts and that is where it ends. Now let's move on to, we'll start by doing the not so bad and then move on to the really bad stuff. Right then people, now let's talk about what issues that this guy actually has. Now let's start off by showing you the not so bad issues right up to the serious issues, which makes this device a lemon in itself. Now let's start off with the actual back door itself. Now this back door is a big pain in the back side. Now admittedly it's just for your USB micro and your HDMI mini slot, but to actually get this door open is a real ball ache, if I am allowed to say that. Now the main battery door, if I could close this door up, is okay. Now the other issue that you have with this device, now this to me is quite a major issue, especially if you value your glass on your front camera lens. Now every time you put this device down, especially in your rush, you put it down and bang, you are going to scratch the hell out of this. So any of you guys out there that have the Akaso Brave 7 LE, get yourself a glass protector for your lens, because you will need it, because this thing will get scratched up in no time at all. Now the other issue that I actually have with this device, and this is about this speaker here. Now it doesn't do its job, it doesn't do its job very well at all, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Now when you go back to play some of your videos back to yourself, you will find that you cannot hear a thing. You literally have to put this speaker right up against your ear to hear any dialogue whatsoever. Now the other issue that I do have, and it's not actually about the device itself, is about the Akaso app. And effectively when you upload or download your content from your SD card via Wi-Fi to your mobile phone device, it takes forever. And when I mean forever, you're looking at 20 to 30 seconds worth of content taking minutes. I'm talking 2-3 minutes easily to upload content that is 4K 30 frames a second, which to me is quite unacceptable, especially if I compare it against some of my other cheaper action cameras, should I say, where they seem to upload a lot quicker than the Akaso app lets you. Now let's move on to the more serious issues that I've had with this device. Now the real biggest pain in the ass that I actually get every, or nearly every time that I turn this device on, is a SD card error message, where it simply asks me, please change card. Now the specifications of the actual SD card that I have in this device is correct. It's at 64 gigabytes, and I've used 4 altogether, and they're all SanDisk and Samsung, along with a few others mixed in with it. But every single time I get the SD card error message come up, please change card, and then straight after I get a format card warning message come up. Why? I really don't know. Now, I've tried absolutely everything to resolve it. Nothing gets resolved. And yes, I have contacted Akaso, but I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. Now, let's move on to the battery issue that I have with this. Now, at 4K 30 frames a second, I actually get, if I'm lucky, I actually get just 30 minutes per battery. Now, at first I thought it could be the batteries that I had along with the device itself. So I called up a friend. I got him to bring down 4 or 5 of his batteries that he has for his Akaso Brave 7 to try it out in this guy, and they were all exactly the same. Now, at 2.7K at 30 frames a second, I was getting around about 32 to 33 minutes maximum, and on 1080p at 30 frames a second, I think I was getting around about 35 minutes, which isn't very good. Now, that's per battery, so I don't know if it's because of the hardware inside this device itself or the software. There's obviously something going wrong with this device. Now, you might think to yourself, it's a one-off device. No, it's not. I've actually joined a few forums on Facebook talking about the Akaso Brave 7 LE. There's lots and lots of people out there with the same issues. Now, let's move on to the more serious, well, I would say serious is the more annoying issue with this device itself. Now, when you're actually recording with this device, and I will actually pull up a video in a second just to show you guys, but you actually get a horrible background hissing noise. Now, it's more evident on mobile phone devices and laptops and tablets. Now, I've tried this also on my 65-inch OLED TV, and you can still hear the hiss in the background. Now, I've actually contacted Akaso, and you would not believe what they said to me, or, well, let's just say they were rude. As simple as, but I'll explain that. I'll whop up the video now for you guys to see. I'll whop up 2 actually, just so you can see or know what to expect if you buy this lemon. Right then, this is a nice quiet room that I'm in. As you can hear, it sounds like it's raining outside, but it's not. It's a nice sunny day. Right then, now let's move on to my final gripe, should I say, or it's not really an issue, this isn't, it's just a gripe, and that's the actual overall video quality of this guy here. And when I mean the overall video quality, I mean it's not as good as what, let's say, some YouTubers actually make out to be. It's actually quite poor. If I'm perfectly honest with you, the video quality, even at 4K at 30 frames a second, is quite poor. And let me explain. This guy here does exactly the same job in quality. But we'll talk about that again in just a second. Right then, it's like I said, guys, about the quality of this guy here and this guy here. Now, I'm doing a separate video, which will be a side-to-side video of these 2 devices and their picture quality. And I would like you guys to actually tell me if you can see any difference. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. really honest with you. I have two 65-inch screen OLED TVs which I played the exact same content of both cameras side to side. I had that many difficulties in knowing which camera was which. I had to do something which told me which camera was which camera, if that makes any sense. But that is for another video. Now let me talk about Akaso and their customer services. Now I'm going to be honest with you, with this guy here, I had this here for free of Akaso. Now the reason being I didn't tell you right at the start is because I needed you guys to actually watch the whole video before me telling you that I had this device for free. Now what happened is when I went to purchase the Akaso Bro 7 LE and also the Bro 7, I actually contacted one of the sales people on Amazon UK, and I was very rudely spoken to in a message. Effectively all I done was simply asked, was the issues with the Brave 7 LE and the Brave 7 sorted, because I wish to do a review on them, and along with everything else. And the message that I had back from that seller, which was, I think they're called HMZ Technology UK Limited. Now don't quote me on that. If you want to find out the name of the company, just jump onto Amazon UK, look at one of these and you'll be brought straight to that seller. I had a message back stating, no thank you, goodbye, which I wasn't too happy about. I actually messaged them 2 or 3 times and totally got annoyed. So I contacted Akaso, put my complaint in because I don't like being bluntly and rudely spoken to. And Akaso, which was very kind of them, I will be honest, sent me this guy here out. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of you guys out there saying, well, you got a free camera, why are you moaning and bitching about it? Now, the whole purpose of this channel is to help you guys out. Now, everything that I buy, I actually buy with my own money. It comes out of my own pocket. Now, if I find a device is good, I'll let you know it's good. If I find it's bad, I'm going to let you know. Whether it's paid for by myself or free, I will let you guys know the truth and nothing but the truth. If I had a Bible here, I swear on a Bible. Now, with Akaso, they started off brilliantly when I said I had issues with this, and for some reason they were more concerned about the hissing noise that I was getting from the camera instead of the SD card error issue that was coming up, along with the reformatting, along with the battery life. They didn't seem to worry about that. Now, Akaso, fair play to them, they sent me through a lot of info on how to resolve the issues, which was finalised was with a firmware update for the sound for the Brave 7 LE, which I done, and it didn't do any difference whatsoever. No difference whatsoever. If anything, it sounded maybe a little bit worse, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Now, I contacted Akaso again, and you know what? Not one message back. Nothing. Now, this is being 4, 5, maybe 6 days now, and every day I've been a bit of a nag. I've messaged them, what are you going to do about it? They sent me one message back through stating, would you please return the device, we will investigate and send you out a new device. Now, we all know with any action camera or any device that is made in China, you're looking at minimal of a 4-week turnaround before you get a new device back. Now, my last message to them was I could do a door-to-door exchange, which I think is fair enough considering I'm having issues with this. And once again, no reply back. Now, my very last email to them was to state that I was going to do this video to let you guys know about my experience with not just this device, but also Akaso, as in the customer care, which I think is absolutely diabolical. Now, it's that diabolical actually that, once again, Akaso are very similar to this guy here, a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. Now, if this has happened to me, then for just you as a customer, they're going to do exactly the same thing. Now, they know that I do a YouTube channel, quite clearly do a YouTube channel. I even told them my channel name. And if they've done that to me, then how are they going to treat you as a customer? Now, the saddest thing is, if Akaso cannot help themselves out, then how can people like myself, who's a reviewer, help them out? Now, once again, there has been lots of YouTubers out there who have rated Akaso very good. Bear in mind, people, please bear in mind that some of these YouTubers, or most of them, are actually being paid to make a device look good. Well, I could tell you this now. This device here is not only a wolf in sheep's clothing, it's the biggest lemon that I've ever come across. Biggest lemon. It's more of a big lemon than what this guy is. Now, if you could compare the price, now these I think retail at £111 in a deal sale on Amazon. Now, this device here, I paid for it in my own pocket, and it was £49.99. This guy here has given me zero issues. Zero issues. And do you know what? The picture quality on this is identical to the picture quality on this. What can I say? All you can do is smile and laugh at Akaso. I'm sorry, Akaso, but if you're watching this, you deserve to be laughed at, because I'm bloody annoyed. I'm very annoyed actually, because it's like I said, this review was meant to be a very good review. I thought that having this device would solve a lot of people's problems in whether to get a budget action camera, middle of the range, or top of the range, which for example GoPro or Insta360 or DJI. I'm sorry, Akaso, but this is well below this guy here. This guy here is worth every single penny, and guess what? With the Savola, not only do you get the camera, but you get a wireless lithium microphone. Now, the build cam quality on the Savola is very plasticky. It's not dire. It's not dire in any shape or form, but it's very plasticky compared to this guy here. This guy here, I have to give it to Akaso that it is absolutely solid. The build quality is solid, but once again, this is where it starts and this is where it ends. The Savola, on the other hand, all plastic, but it does the job without issues. So guys, that is my little warning message that's going out to you guys. If you think about buying this Akaso Brave 7LE, or if I'm honest with you, any Akaso products, since the way I've been treated via email through customer services, personally, I would obviously opt for Sofola every time. Now, I'm not being paid by Sofola, I'm not being paid by Akaso. But I tell you what, I'm a reviewer, and everything I review as best as I can. And once again, please watch the video that will come out shortly after this one, and then you will understand about the quality of both of these devices, and you will see for yourself. And once again, whack in the comments below when you watch the video, and if you wish to watch that video and you want to be one of the first ones to watch it, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and please don't forget to comment below, because all of your comments to me are very important. More important actually than likes or subscriptions. So anyway guys, there you have it. There is my little whinge about Akaso. It's like I said, I'm actually very disappointed in Akaso. Not only with their product itself, but also with Akaso's customer services. But there you have it. You learn as you get older and as you go. So there you have it guys. I'm going to let you get on with your day. I've got a few more reviews to catch up on because I had a little accident with a hedge trimmer and a ladder which put my back out of action for, it's coming up to 3, maybe 4 weeks now, and I'm only just moving properly. So anyway, until next time guys, please like, subscribe, don't forget to comment, and I'll catch you on the next video. Catch you all, love you all, bye.